Okay, my amazing sissy-in-law is visiting me from Spain while I was making this video with the Tastee Air Fryer, and she's actually gonna try the steak with me so you guys can have her reaction to the steak along with mine. So go ahead and pick a piece of steak.
Any piece?
Any piece. I'm gonna pick another piece because I'm gonna eat that piece.
I'm gonna get this piece.
All right. So what do you think of the cooked method? Do you think it's cooked enough for you? Is it overcooked, undercooked?
Cooked enough. It's perfect
Tenderness?
tenderness for me.
Okay. So it's a little bit pink, but, and I don't know, have you ever tried beef with just salt on it? Like
No.
picanha?
Oh yeah, picanha. I've had.
Okay, well, this is like picanha. Here we go.
Oh, I love it.
Hello everyone, this is Rochelle, the Real Life Carnivore. Welcome back to my channel. Today, we are going to be unboxing this Tastee Air Fryer. Thank you and shout out to Tastee for this air fryer. I'm really excited to try this. We're going to be cooking steak in it today. There's a few really cool features that they've asked me to chat about on the air fryer, and I'm really excited to show it to you guys. I have been using a Ninja air fryer for about a year and a half, 2 years, and it's been great. But this has some features that mine doesn't have. And this is Fred, and he is gonna participate for a moment. When I start cooking, he will be gone. And yes, I will sanitize my counter before I do any meal prep. There is a little beginner's guide to the air fryer that comes in. All the little tapes off. So this, I'm guessing, is the temperature probe, which goes on the side here, which I think is very convenient. It looks like it's held in by a magnet, which is very convenient. And on the opposite side is where the probe actually plugs in. So I'm quite excited to check this out. Okay, the beginner's guide. So it's got some recipes. You can make cookies in here, donut holes, garlic bread, dried apples, beef jerky, now we're talking, onions, cheese bites, all kinds of cool recipes. I like that this comes with a little recipe book. This is very handy, especially for people who maybe don't have recipes on the top of their head that they want to try or use. I think this is a great gift to receive with something like this. Now, let's just quickly check out our user manual. And let's plug this guy in and see what kind of features we have here. Okay. So this is our control panel up top here. Underneath is the air vent. The probe organizer is here. And that plugs into the other side. Inside of it, this lovely basket. And there are little trivets in here. Or do they call them trivets? What do they call them? They call them cooking racks, little cooking racks. And also the multifunctional cooking tray and the basket. Ooh, they even have an app. Very cool. Choose a safe place away from the heat. From water and heat source. Now this is just a precaution for me. I usually always put a cutting board underneath my air fryer just because my countertops, I don't want them to get ruined. And I've heard of people when they're using hot devices like this that they can crack their countertops. So I like to make sure that there's something underneath any hot tool that I'm using. It says that we're supposed to clean everything, so I'm going to do that, and then I will come back because I don't think everybody needs to watch me wash dishes. So I'll be back. Okay, we are back. We have cleaned the air fryer basket and the little trays. I'm gonna let those dry a little bit more. And so we're gonna be using the probe, which I'm really excited for. And they actually have instructions on how to use it. So it says the Smart Probe Guide. So I'm actually gonna plug in the probe to the device, and then I'm actually gonna insert it into the steak before I cook it, because this is their signature feature. It does say to note that the probe is not intended for use with frozen meats or cuts of meat thinner than 1 inch. And I've already checked this, and it's 1.25 inches thick. So we will be using 1.25 inch thick sirloin steak from my cow that I got. And the little man is, you might hear him in the background, he is preparing for his steak because we will be sharing this steak. So I'm gonna put this back in here. Now I don't know if you're like me, but I like to preheat my air fryer, so I'm going to do that once I get this probe plugged in. And I love that this comes with like a little tuck away thing. So it plugs into the side of the machine here. And I'm going to prepare my steak. I'm going to pat it dry because I find that steak gets a better crust when it has been dried off. And then I'm going to sprinkle it with a little bit of salt. Just a little bit. I will be using Maldon salt because it is my favorite. I'm just going to put a little bit on one side, add it in. I'm not a professional, can you tell? A little bit on the other side, add it in. Okay, now I'm gonna let this air fryer heat up. So power and air fry steak, New York strip, ribeye, fillet, T-bone, sirloin. That's us today. And I'm gonna hit OK. And I want medium rare. Perfect. And then I'm gonna hit start. So it says 15 minutes. It's sensing the probe right now, which is at 72. So it's very quiet. It has turned on. I can't believe how quiet this thing is. Can you girls even hear this? No. I've got an audience here and they can't hear the air fryer running. It is so quiet. Wow. Okay. I like that feature. Which is very nice. We're gonna let this heat up. It looks like it's heating up pretty quickly. We're gonna leave this to heat. I have preheated the air fryer. I'm now gonna put the probe into the steak and then put the steak into the air fryer. So here's my big beautiful steak. Insert the probe into the steak straight as I can for the recommendation. And then I'm going to put the steak in here. Ooh, hear that? That sizzle? That's a good sign. Okay, I might have to adjust a little bit here. There we go. Okay, the probe is in. And voila. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. So this is the air fryer in action right now. Air fryer in action. It's a little dusty on the top here, but it's got a large tray, and it's even got a little viewing window inside of there. Not that you can see it, but all of the features, everything is just touch on the top. So you can tell it's very quiet. This is a little bent with that. And the little sensor probe is here inside the steak. It has prompted me to flip the steak, so I'm going to flip it. And then plug it back in. And I recommend wearing a glove because that little probe is hot. And it's going again. Okay, we've had to pause for nursing, but the air fryer is still going, and it appears, I put the probe in not properly. I have readjusted the probe, but it seems like it has a smart function where it will actually slow down the air fryer to bring up the temperature slowly, because it's currently creeping up 1 degree Celsius at a time, which is really cool. So I'm really curious to see how this steak turns out. We have about 6 minutes left. Okay, we are back. The air fryer has let me know that the steak is now ready. So we're gonna check it out here. It doesn't quite look ready to me. It's currently quite red on the top side, and then on the bottom side, it is not really cooked. So I'm gonna try this again, because I probably screwed something up, but let's find out. It says that it is cooked to medium rare, and this is what my steak looks like. It still looks pretty raw to me. I did end up putting this little trivet thing in here, and I'm going to take it back out because I thought it might be more helpful, but it's all an experiment, you guys. All an experiment. So the probe is in. Let's try this again. Now, I'm assuming if I would have done this properly from the beginning, it probably would have cooked properly. But let's try this again. I'm gonna do medium rare. So now it's saying, or sorry, rare, and it's saying 12 minutes. It'll let me know when it wants me to flip, and it's gonna take it to 100 and I'm guessing 118 degrees. So we'll be back. Okay, so it has just beeped at me and said that there are 4 minutes left. It looks like it's bringing the temperature slowly up. I'm not gonna edit this part out because I think it's really important for people to see what not to do, because they're very clear in their instructions about how to insert the probe into the steak, what the correct way to do it and what the incorrect way to do it. And they even have like a tips page for your different kind of steaks. So I didn't realize that I had poked the probe through to the bottom, which is why it looked the way that it did. But the finished product, I'm really excited because it looks a lot better. It is definitely cooked this time. Now I'm gonna flip it over. And this is way better. So I'm gonna flip it over for the last few minutes. And just let it finish cooking. Okay, so I'm gonna take this out, and I have turned the steak over. It is beautifully cooked. I'm gonna disconnect the probe and remove the probe, but I'm gonna do it with a glove because it's gonna be really hot. So this is the finished steak. See, it's nice and browned. Throw a little salt on here. And let's cut into this. Very nice. Very, very nice. Let's cut into this piece. Very nice. I've never cooked a steak in the air fryer before, so this was a really big experiment for me, but I mean, that's pretty cool. I like the probe. I think it's very interesting that it monitors the heat while you cook it. So not bad. Not bad at all. And I'm gonna do a little taste test. All right, so here is my little steak. And I've already cut into it, but I'm gonna just cut a new piece here. And I'm gonna do a taste test. It's good. Not that you can see my face, but it's pretty good. I think for me personally, I prefer the taste of barbecue to air frying, but this is a really convenient way to cook steak indoors if the weather is crappy. It does give it a really mild beefy flavor. Mind you, I only season my steak with salt anyways, but 10 out of 10, I would recommend. Thanks you guys for tuning in. I hope you liked this video. I will be dropping a link down below where you can check out Tastee Cooking, Tastee Air Fryers, and if you decide that you want to purchase an air fryer, there is a link below where you can receive a discount towards your purchase. I would recommend this air fryer. I think I'm gonna trade in my old Ninja for this one. I'm kind of curious to see what else I can cook in here. My husband loves air fried chicken thighs because he likes them extra crispy, and I have a feeling this air fryer is gonna hit the mark. And it's got a huge basket on it. There's a few great features to this. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and like and subscribe, and let me know where you're tuning in from. And this is Rochelle, the Real Life Carnivore, signing out. Bye for now. Okay, my amazing sissy-in-law is visiting me from Spain while I was making this video with the Tastee Air Fryer, and she's actually gonna try the steak with me so you guys can have her reaction to the steak along with mine. So go ahead and pick a piece of steak.
Any piece?
Any piece. Okay. I'm gonna pick another piece because I'm gonna eat another piece.
I'm gonna go for this piece.
All right. So what do you think of the cooked method? Do you think it's cooked enough for you? Is it overcooked, undercooked?
Cooked enough. It's perfect.
Tenderness?
Tenderness for me.
Okay. So it's a little bit pink, but, and I don't know, have you ever tried beef with just salt on it? Like
No.
picanha?
Oh yeah, picanha. I've had.
Okay, well, this is like picanha. Here we go.
Oh, I love it.
It does taste like picanha.
It does.
Yeah, if I had to compare, I would say it tastes like picanha.
Oh, that's nice and juicy too. Oh.
I think it's a win. Awesome, thank you. One more thing that I need to note about this air fryer. So I was reading in the instructions, you can put this whole basket in your dishwasher. I can't do that with any of my other air fryers. So that's another leg up for the Tastee Air Fryer. Thanks for thinking about these things, you guys. These are really important things when you are busy and you have little children and when you have family members visiting from out of town and you don't want to spend a million hours in your kitchen doing dishes. This is a very convenient feature. So thank you for thinking of that. So when you follow the instructions properly, your steak will come out a little bit different. So I've got the little probe in appropriately and the steak is coming out much differently. Excited to try it, guys.